620 bitches. Let's do it. Good, right? Mastodog. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Welcome back, Rowan Killjoy. Fucking... She disappears for a while, Violet, right away. The first thing she notices is me scratching my balls. What the fuck's wrong with you, Violet? Seriously, that's a filthy mind you have. Happy to have you back. What? You think I don't know you've been gone? Bitch, I know when you're gone. You're one of mine. You're one of mine. Yeah, Mastodon, dude. I played this entire record again today. This is a good record. This is one of my favorite records this year. There is nothing acoustic about this record. I heard it again. There's nothing acoustic about this record. I don't understand people. Oh, the kinder, gentler, nothing. It's a Mastodon record. It's a good Mastodon record. How's everyone? I hope you're well. Looking forward to playing these songs for you. I don't know what I should play next. I know that we did Old Man Listens to Sufjan Stevens today. Carrie and Lowell. That was a lovely experience. Good record. Really good record. Connecting with people over music is such a cool thing, you know? And I didn't know that it was that... Look, I expected good, I got good. What else is there to say? I enjoy Sufjan Stevens. I have 3 records now. We're going to do another Sufjan record next week. And I'm going to get that Age of Ads at one point or another if we crowdfund it or something. I'm going to have to figure it out, you know? What else do I have to say? Hey, something really cool came in today. Do me a favor, whoever sent this fucking record, just step up and tell me. Can you do that? I don't remember names. I see the names on the box. Somebody from one of my new UK friends. Please name yourself. I get records in the box. Good records. Very, very good records. So, I open up the box. Why don't I show you what was in it? And I'm going to play this stuff for you. First off, this is a single from Everything But the Girl from 1993. I don't know what's on it, but it's Everything But the Girl single. I want it. Love it, love it, love it. I love Everything But the Girl. This is another big one for me. Nancy Wilson. I was talking about Nancy Wilson just last week and how I don't have enough Nancy Wilson records and that I covet more. Looks like our friend had a Nancy Wilson record, which now I promise will get played. You sent it to the right place. And then La Pièce de Résistance. Look. What is this? Does anybody recognize this record? Here, let me give you a close-up just in case you don't recognize it. Does anybody know which record this is? Anybody? Yeah. A record that up until extremely recently meant absolutely nothing to me. And now it means absolutely everything. Loveless. Loveless is one of those records that I discovered via Old Man. This was one of the earlier Old Mans, actually. Trucker. This is back in the days when I used to call Trucker Lurch. He fucking loved when I called him Lurch. Said, Sam, seriously, you're making me infamous. Please keep calling me Lurch. And I said, no, I'm getting a bit bored. You understand? It was like that. But he and I always got along, right? Like always got along on the music sense and all this. So hey man, talks to me about MBV, My Bloody Valentine's. I look, man, you send it, I'll do an old man of it. And he sent it. Now, this was prior to the new reissues coming out. So he sent the, what's it called? A pirate copy, which sounded like shit. But it gave me the itch. It got me, you know? And I remember he apologized for sending a pirated copy. How do you fucking mind? You're sending me a record. What are you apologizing for? Don't apologize. If anything, it's because we did an Old Man Listens to Loveless that I discovered that it's something that I really liked and wanted a copy. Now, when the reissues of Loveless came out, they disappeared quick. Okay? If you know anything about me at all, I don't chase after records. I'm not going to be the guy who fucking sets my clock and starts refreshing the page. I don't do that shit. So, they sold out. For me, it's like, okay, when I find a copy, I'll buy it, right? And one of you, if I can fucking remember who sent it. Why are you here? Seriously. One of our new British friends. I don't mean to be rude, it's just I don't remember names. I'm not good with that. You know, it's like I have to see you on a regular and I have to start connecting the two. I have to start connecting the names. You know what I'm saying? Spitting Bits, it was you that sent the record. Yeah, dude, you fucking rule, man. Yeah, don't take it personal that I don't remember. Your name Spitting Bits is here and it's another name there. I'm not going to remember shit like that. Yeah, dude, you rule. You fucking rule, man. I love the records you sent. Okay? So, he sends me a copy of this. I said it. I mean, I don't chase after records. I'll give you a perfect example, and you know what? Telling you guys just makes it a lot rougher. Fucking Mondo is releasing the definitive version of the Wizard of Oz soundtrack. I want the Wizard of Oz soundtrack. I very much want that soundtrack. It's limited to 3,000 copies, and in order to get it, you have to wait in line, and you got to do all that shit. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fight with other people online or otherwise to get a record. Just, I'm not interested in it. You know? The whole FOMO thing. Can't stand it. I like that records find me and I find them. The adventure part of it is interesting. So, that's what wound up happening with My Bloody Valentine. It's because of that attitude that I didn't get a copy. Right? Spitting Bits comes into the picture. What are you, a patron 2 weeks? Can't be more than 2 weeks. You're a new dude. 2 weeks a month, like he's a new dude, you know? But shows up every once in a while, a friend from UK, sends me a message through the Patreon. Hey, Sam, do you like this band? So, well, yeah, fuck, of course I like this band. I like, what's it called? My Bloody Valentine. I'm familiar with Loveless, but I have a pirated copy, and I'll just wait until I get an original, but I'm not holding my breath. I think we had this conversation, right? It's like, I'm not holding my breath because it's just, they disappeared. They fucking completely disappeared, right? So it's like, I'll get the record when I get the record. For now, I'm going to satisfy myself with the copy I have. He tells me he's got 2 copies of it. Can I send you one? It's like, you fucking better believe you can send. You better believe, man. I'd love to have a copy. And to be fair, there's a couple of you who have said that you wanted to send this copy to the archive. But our copy comes straight from the UK, Spitting Bits. So he sends me a Nancy Wilson record, and I love Nancy Wilson. Like I said, I talked about her less than 2 weeks ago. He sends me an Everything But the Girl single. I love Everything But the Girl. And he sends me My Bloody Valentine, which, my friend, I can tell you, you've made a lot of people happy with it. Because there are shoegaze fans in this room. There are fans of Loveless. And now we're going to be able to play it, right? And Sean was on, and I told him, okay, well, now I have another copy, you know? Going to pay it forward. And I don't know, I think Nelson made some kind of joke. Okay, well, give it to me then. I said, what, you don't have it? He goes, no, I don't have it. But okay, well, fuck, it's yours, obviously. He goes, no, I was kidding anyway. And then, no, what, are you kidding me? If I know that the record's going to be, if I know you don't have the record, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Of course I'm going to give it to Nelson. So yeah, man, it's good. The copy goes to Nelson. And like I said, Drive-By Trucker sent me the copy. As he's on all of this, I kind of think to myself, kind of a little bit horrified, but it's like, wait a second. Is Trucker going to be offended by the fact that I'm taking his copy and paying it forward? Would you be offended? Let's say you sent a bootleg copy and I eventually wind up getting a better copy of it, right? Or you send a chewed up copy of a record and I wind up getting a better copy later on. Are you offended if I took that record and I passed it forward to somebody else? Or do you feel like, oh, I sent you this record? Because to me, the way it is that I see it is you put me upon the path. You put me upon the path of wanting to obtain a better copy. So yeah. He says he's not offended at all. He wasn't. So that's how we do things here. Records wind up in different collections. My copy of Loveless is going to wind up in Cicciarone's collection. We do that on the regular. I'm going to play you some tunes. Lots of new people showed up this afternoon, man. Long pregame, too. I think I talked for 2.5 hours. It's like I said, it's not because I got any hot topics to talk about or anything like that. It's because I like hanging out with you guys. I'm kind of simple like that. And so here we are. And it's time for me to play you some music as I'm trying to get my windows all set up. What the fuck is wrong with these windows? Porco Dio. I hate it. My windows are usually all lined up and now I can't find the proper window anymore. Nothing's working right. You know how much I don't like it when the windows don't work right? You know what it's like, right? You gotta snap all the windows in their place. You know what it's like. All right. I'm going to play you some Alton Goon. An album that I needed to be reminded came out this year. Nelson had to tell me. Nelson had to remind me. So it came out really early in the year. I had forgotten. I'm going to play you some of that. And from there, play you this Lebanese record that I got that I don't remember the name of, but it's awesome. It takes me a little while sometimes to remember the Arabic names, but I get them, Why don't we listen to the show and get everything on the road, I don't have anything to say. I'm all stunted. Here, just listen to music, okay?
شانم باي باي
عهدير البوسطة كانت ناقلتنا من ضيعة حملايا ضيعة تنورين. ذكرتك يا عليا وتذكرت عيونك، يخرب بيت عيونك يا عليا شو حلوين. عهدير البوسطة كانت ناقلتنا من ضيعة حملايا على ضيعة تندورين. تذكرتك يا عليا وتذكرت عيونك، ويخرب بيت عيونك يا عليا شو حلوين. نحنا كنا طلعين بهالشوق وفطسانين، نحنا كنا طلعين بهالشوق وفطسانين. واحد عم ياكل خس وواحد عم ياكل فين، في واحد هو ومرته ولو شو بشعة مرته. نيال ما أفضى بال ركاب تنورين، مش عارفين عيونك يا عليا شو حلوين. يخرب بيت عيونك يا عليا شو حلوين. نحنا كنا طلعين ومش دافعين. نحنا كنا طلعين ومش دافعين. ساعة نهديله الباب وساعة نهدي الركاب، هيدا اللي هو ومرته عبا وداخت مرته. وحياتك كان بيتركها تطلع وحدة عالتنورين. لو بشوف عيونك يا عليا شو حلوين. عهدي الموسطى يا معلم يا معلم لو بتفكر هالشباك يا معلم الهوى يا معلم الهوى يا معلم رح يسبقنا الهوى يا معلم
Fucking A. I very much like this kind of music so much. That's why I get a bunch of it. That's probably the strong suit. When you come here, I have a pretty strong international collection. I like being able to play stuff from everywhere, you know? All right. What are we going to do? I'm going to play some more of this international stuff for you. Try to put my head into one direction or another. If you guys have anything you want to hear, well, go check out the archive. I got a record I'm looking pretty forward to getting. It's a compilation of disco music from Thailand. 70s disco music from Thailand. Oh, it's going to be good. I love it. Music from Thailand is so awesome. Lung Tuk, the best. What else did I pick up? I picked up another Tragically Hip record, Road Apples. Pretty sure I picked up some metal. Yeah, I got some new metal coming. I always got new metal coming. You know. And on Wednesday, very, very excited for Wednesday. Got a box of promo coming in, 16 pounds. 16 pounds of vinyl, of promo vinyl coming in. Wednesday. Can't wait. This is like the mystery box. I never know what's in it. It's kind of cool, you know? All right. I was talking earlier to Blumkin. Hadn't seen him in a while. The dude's been busy, you know? And he likes Brazilian music quite a bit. I'm not alone in that. There's a few of you that I'm able to talk Brazilian music with a lot. And that's kind of up to a certain point why I talk about it here. Because I know that, if you don't know about it already, you're going to go out and get it. Anyway, he was saying that the Gal Costa record, Mr. Bongo is putting out the Gal Costa record. They're reissuing it again. Okay. India. If you look at the album art on the screen, maybe you've seen this. Grass skirt, a little bikini. Gal Costa. The record's called India. It's amazing. It's a great record. And he's excited because he's getting a copy. And I told him, it's like, yeah, it's dope, man. Absolutely. Get it immediately. And then there's another part that makes me even more interested that I think that some of you are going to be interested in. So let's say Nelson probably has Gal Costa. Nelson. Mr. Bongo's putting out the some other Gal Costa records as well. New reissues. You see, for me, that's the shit that gets me very excited. When I hear about that kind of thing, just classic Brazilian records being reissued, Mr. Bongo. If Mr. Bongo does a reissue, I pick it up. So, expect more of this international goodness. Otrantoato's really, really good about getting international music anyway. So, I'm pretty sure I'll never run out. Know what I'm saying? Beach Ball. What does Beach Ball want from me? He wants Kraftwerk, eh? He wants Cure. 17 seconds. Sure. And Moby, eh? I could do that for you, sir. You know what I'm going to do with that? I'm going to save that for our trivia game and try to put something around it, see what we do, you know? This is the part of the show where I just chill out and get into my thing. I watch Uma eat whatever gnarly supper she's eating on Zoom. What are you eating there, Uma? Show me what you're eating. She looks like she's eating a big old bowl of garbage soup. What is that? What are you shoveling? All right. Mr. Bongo is always good. I have many. Yeah, dude, I know. What do you think I mentioned it to you for? Because if Mr. Bongo puts out new reissues, they got 2 records right away that are going to get sold. One from you and one from me. Immediately. I buy everything. You know? They never get me wrong. This fucking guy eating fried banga Mary fish and chana from the mother-in-law. This guy is going all fucking Guyana on me. You see, that frustrates me. That's the shit I like. Can I tell you what I ate, though? I ate well. Those of you that are eating garbage, I'm sorry. I'm going to disappoint you. We eat well today. There's this Arabic place we eat at all the time. El Habibi. It's delicious. El Habibi. Fucking delicious restaurant. It's called something else, but I call it El Habibi. What we do is we order the mixed grill. Oh, porcadillo. What they do is they give you a kilo of meat, okay? A kilo. The kilo is split up. One is kofta. Kofta is basically minced meat but prepared with a certain spice. Delicious, kind of like a shish kebab. Delicious. So they give you 3 of those. Then they do the grilled chicken. Delicious. And the last meat that they give you is the filet mignon. The filet mignon is fucking banging. Banging. This is all stuff that they grill over the fire. Okay? Over charcoal. The real shit. They grill it over charcoal. Right? And of course they put a tomato and an onion. It's all part of the shish kebab. Right? What they do as a base is they slap in a fucking big old bed of rice. Delicious rice, dude. Delicious. Their rice is so amazing. Like I'm crazy for it. A big bed of rice. Like basically when you order mixed grill, 4 people can eat off of it. Like easily. You know what I mean? Like everybody gets their fill kind of thing. 4 people. And the meats... They make, what they also make is they make, what the hell do they call that bread? That fucking pita that's stuffed. I don't remember what the stuffed pita is. I forgot what it's called. I can't fucking remember what the stuffed pitas are called. They're delicious. Makes me crazy that I don't know this. Okay? It's right at the tip of my tongue, the words too. So they make that too. And they take this pita, okay? They put it on top of the bed of rice and they dump the meat on top of the bed of rice. So the fucking bread underneath this big pita gets fucking zuppated with all the juice of the meat. It's fucking got the roast, it's got the kofta with the chicken and the fucking filet mignon all mixed up, all delicious. It's heavenly is what it is. It's fucking heaven. It's so good. Plus we get a big thing of fucking what's the salad? Tabbouleh. You get a big thing of tabbouleh. Oh, dude, we scoffed. We fucking scoffed. It was amazing. El Habibi. Delicious. Why am I telling you about this? And of course, we had like some garlic sauce that comes with that and some hummus. Very nice hummus. Very, very nice. So I'm full. I'm off the diet part a little bit, not a lot. I ate a ton of ice cream today. But I'm working out. Yeah, I'm starting to let go. I tell myself I'm still better than before, and I tell myself I'm still exercising. So, I exercised what? An hour and a half today? You're burning it off, you know? All right. I'm not sure what I told. Why did I talk about this? I'm sure I had something to do with Nelson. Once I start talking about food, Nelson's somehow involved. Oh, fucking, I had ice cream. The ice cream I had, though. If they get the regular ice cream, I'm okay, but she got me. It's deadly. She got the Ben & Jerry's, the chocolate fudge one, whatever it's called. The chocolate fudge one. But you know the little liters there, the little things? She got the chocolate fudge one. You fucking dig into it and sometimes you just get like a fucking, you mine just this area where it's all fudge. You just, a big old piece of frozen fudge. It's like, oh my God, it's good. It's dangerously good. And I have a sweet tooth. I don't have diabetes. I'm really happy I don't have diabetes, but I got a sweet tooth, so I gotta watch that shit. But I smashed the whole half pint today. I smashed it. So what I gotta do now is I gotta lose it, but I will. It's okay. No problem. Because we started the competitions again on the Apple Watch. And I mean, predictably, I'm smashing everything, right? I'm competing against Eric. That's Mosley. The competitors this round are Mosley, Evan, fucking Mangoes, Tobias, and Cockblood. Those are my competitors. Can I tell you who the toughest competitor is? Fucking Mosley, 53 years old. Mosley's beast mode. He's already at 600. I'm at 575. Basically, all I have to do is fart violently and I'll get my last 25 points. I'm good. No fucking problem whatsoever. So Eric's at the top right now, but it doesn't matter as long as you make 600, right? I'm going to get there without any problem, slow as she goes. Because I did my work early. Following up after that is Tobias. Tobias is about 200 points behind me. So Tobias has some work to do. Tobias may not get to the 600. He's feeling very lazy. Tobias, I see you. I just want you to know. You lose so much as 1 point, you're fucked for the week, because I'm going to make sure you regret it for the next 6 days. Please understand this. So he's third. Then right after that, we got Evan, believe it or not. At 216, he's never going to get 600. Then we got Mangoes at 184. He's never going to get there either. And then all the way at the bottom, fucking scraping the bottom of the toilet, right at the bottom of the fucking toilet where all the turds hang out. Fucking Cockblood, 126 points. I am 450 points ahead of him. This motherfucker's gonna be working his balls off to catch up to me. Until then, he can shut up. 450 points behind. He needs 475 points to close everything today in order to finish. He's not going to finish nothing. He's done. He's done. He's cooked. He's fucking cooked. You understand? So that's what's happening. I know I'm going to burn off all the energy. I got those elastics too, so I started doing some of that. What's really been cool about all of this, of course, weight loss and everything like that, but my arm was busted and I'm starting to get like strength back in my broken arm. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I'm happy. All right. I should play metal, because you're doing your exercise now. Never mind, I'm going to play Lawrence Welk for the next 2.5 hours. Just out of spite. Like I'm going to play it at the slowest speed. My turntable plays at 16 revolutions per minute. I'll play it at 16 revolutions per minute. You understand? I've gotten the community to be more active, of course. I talk about the competition because the competition is where the shit talk happens. But you don't have to be part of the competition. If you move even just a little bit more. Good. Violet, you know what she told me the last time she was here? She sees me moving around. What does she do? She does her physical therapy exercises. Yeah. Good. I don't care if you didn't do it every day. If you did it once that week and this is what motivated you, listening to the show, hanging out with your friends, and realizing that we all give a shit about you, get your fucking exercise done. Do it. And we're there to push each other in the ass. That's the idea. Because there's one doubt you have to understand something. Cockblood, I can fucking kick his ass all over Arizona with my eyes closed. But the reason I kick his ass is because I want to uplift him up to first place with me. You understand? I want to make him a winner. Cockblood needs me to succeed. I got to kick him in the ass. You understand? Cockblood's got 2 speeds, 3 speeds. Slow, stop, and backwards. Do you understand? So he needs me to push him. He needs an enemy. You understand? That's why I do it. Because this guy's fucking useless. I see him. I look at this thing, he's a bump on a log. He's a bump on a fucking cactus. You understand? You know those fucking cactuses that have those bumps? It's like, oh yeah, this would be a perfect cactus if I had to take a picture in a Quentin Tarantino, but it's got this fucking bump. You know the carrots? How they try to sell you the nice looking carrots? He's the ugly carrots that they can't sell to anybody. So what they do is they scrap him and they feed him to the pigs. That's what he is. He's like one of those fucking ugly carrots. But me, what do? I pick him up from the ugly carrots trough. I pick him out of the trough. And I tell him, all right, little buddy, I'm going to make your life worth something. Start exercising, you bitch. And that's it. He's off to go. He's off to the races, just like that. You understand? Without me, what is he, this guy? You understand? What is he? 126 points. You fucking loser. I'm 450 points ahead of you. Do you understand? I'm getting points literally fucking sitting down. My farts are generating points. How can you be at only 126 points? What did you do today? What did you fucking do? Were you in a coma? Were you in a coma, cockblood? This fucking guy. I mean, and what I do is I play the heel, and that's my fun. You understand? I love playing the heel. We competed last week too. I had a very rough week last week. I thought he cheated. I got angry. I'm told I was wrong. I'm not 100% I was, but I believe it though. Because he's my friend. And you know what? You know how you know that he's my friend? He didn't say, fuck you, Sam. You're an asshole. He didn't say that. You know what he said? You got it wrong, Sam. Shit happens sometimes. That's what he said. That's a friend. Simple as that. You follow? Yeah, but dude, like I said, man, the pressure of me having some personal shit that got to me, you know what I mean? It's just, the thing is that you acted like a friend acts. That's what it is that I'm trying to say. We don't hate each other, me and him. You're fucking crazy. Are you crazy? He's my boy. I'm just triggered by things. I got a past, you know? Cheating triggers me. It fucking triggers me. And I think you can understand why. At least you can understand part of why. Because you see, it's like I work for everything. There's a story that I always tell that basically, honestly, I tell this story, I've told it before, and this story I think is the story that kind of made me, traumatized me. Before I got my first real job, 12 years old, delivering groceries, $1 an hour, I used to get $5 a week as an allowance. I'd have to take out the garbage, do yard work, do that kind of thing. And every Thursday, I'd have to ask my father for the $5 because he'd never give it to me on my own. I'd have to ask for it. And every time I got that $5, I got a fucking litany of abuse. I got to hear every single week how I'm fucking useless. I'm a beggar. He made sure that he made me feel fucking an inch tall for asking for my allowance, which I always earn because I always did my work, always. Now, $5 a month, even back then, was not a lot. So that's how it is that I started my record collection. $10 would buy a cassette. So I would save for 2 weeks and I'd buy cassettes. This was during the early 80s, the birth of the video stores. And at the video store, this is way before Blockbuster. Video stores used to have membership cards. And back in the early days of the video stores, it was mom and pop shops that had the video stores. It wasn't chains like Blockbuster. That didn't come until Wayne Huizenga came into the picture later on. Okay? And you'd have to pay membership fees. I don't know if it was the same in your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, the local video stores and stuff like that, you had to pay membership fees. Okay? Do you know how video stores came about? Do you know why video stores came about? Because when they started making movies to consume at home and that kind of thing, okay, believe it or not, VHS cassettes and VHS and beta cassettes were supposed to be just something that they sold to customers, to anybody who'd buy them. But the store, the movie houses, the movie studios would treat them like they're giving, they're fucking selling a reel of film. So movies, cassettes, used to cost like over $100. I remember E.T. was $100 if you wanted to buy it, that kind of thing. Now, obviously, the average person is not going to spend $100 on the movie. Because to them, it's like, we're giving you the movie. We're giving you the movie. We just gave you our home theater experience, And they were $100. So video stores came about because nobody could afford buying them. So the video stores would buy them for you and would rent them out at $3 a piece. And if you rent a video out 100 times, you made $300 on a cassette that you bought for $100. And they would make money on the video store memberships, right? Because you had to pay for that. So the video store memberships were $25. $25 is 5 weeks of saving. So I had to save my allowance for 5 weeks. That's over a month of work. Think about it. 5 weeks is over a month of work. Now, it wasn't just the work that I had to work for the month. It also means that 5 times a week I had to ask my father for the money and deal with his abuse. He would give me shit every single time. So I had to put up with that. You understand why my humor is the way it is? Because I make a joke out of trauma. So after these 5 weeks were over, I was maybe 12, 13 years old. Obviously, they wouldn't give me a video card because video cards, you had to be 18 and over. This is before Be Kind Rewind, dude. This is before all that shit. All right? So 5 weeks go by, and I need a video card. It's like, okay, I'm ready to get a video card now. Why? Just so that I can now take my video money and spend it on video, on watching movies at home. So my father comes with me, takes the whole thing, signs us up at the video game thing. And they used to give you a laminated card, and you'd have to show them your laminated card to show that you're a member of the store. And once all of that happens, I'm really excited. He takes the laminated card and puts it in his wallet and puts the wallet in his back pocket. It's like, hey, what are you doing? I mean, I just bought the video card. He goes, no. Whenever you want the movie, you can ask me for it. And I got to tell you that is something that completely traumatized me. That's something that made me the worker that I am. That's something that made me a person that I am. And that's the reason it is that whenever there's any reason that I see anybody take a shortcut or anything, I lose respect right away. I snap. I took fucking 5 weeks of abuse and worked hard to earn what I had to have it taken away from me. I felt completely fucking violated. So, that's why I got the trigger that I got, cockblood. That's why. That's why I reacted the way I reacted. Why do I say these things? Because I say them. Because it's my life. Because my stories, you got stories of your own. These are just mine. I don't see shame in having stories like this. Because we all have them. So for me, I just talk about them. If anything, if I can make it easier for you guys, then I'm happy for that. But yes, that's the reason I work so hard. That's why I'm willing to work for every fucking $2. I would rather work for myself and know that it's mine and that I did it. And if I do something to fuck up me, then it's on me. So the growth, the success is mine, and the failure is mine. But it's got to be mine. Nobody takes it from me. Nobody dictates shit to me. I'm telling you, it completely changed me. Now, my dad is now 72 years old and alone, and he's going to die one day. And I'm a 51-year-old with a happy family, which includes you guys, happy all around, and I think he's a big fucking prick. And he's going to die alone. You would think that it's as simple as that, but you see, when your dad's around, it's not as simple as that. Because you got to deal with the fact that he's still on this fucking earth. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the fact that you hear this kind of thing is just, what am I supposed to do at this age? I'm supposed to fucking smash his face in? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Was it going to make me feel any better? I mean, that's the fantasy that you have in your head growing up, that you want to fucking smash his face in. But what do you do at this point? Tell me, what do you do when you're faced with somebody 72 years old? It's almost like I expect a call. At some point or another, any moment, I expect a call. It's your father. I have cancer. It's your father. I'm sick. I'm waiting for that fucking call. I'm waiting for it. So what do I do with the fact that I still feel exactly like this, and I have every reason to feel like this? And you know what? It's going to give me absolutely no pleasure to absolutely fucking destroy him, because I could. What do I do? What do I do? What do you do with that? What do you do with that mental baggage? Now, please understand, you can use my story as an analogy for your own. I mean, that's the entire idea, because what you do is you substitute my own story with your story, and that's it. But what do you do with that baggage? That baggage is fucking heavy. That baggage changes how you look at things. It changes how you behave. It's the fucking short circuit in your brain that makes it so that you don't reason anymore, that you just fucking snap. You keep working at it. That's what you do. You keep turning it over. You keep working at it. You learn how to live with it. And when you make mistakes, you own it. So cockblood. This is me explaining it and owning it. Don't ever think for one fucking second that I do things because I disrespect you. If I disrespected you, you'd be gone. I would not waste my time with you. I want you to know, though, that I wasn't trying to disrespect you. It's just, I say it. Friendship and family is dealing with each other's shit, too. You have to be able to deal with each other's shit. It's the only way that it works, dude. Like, serious. So, that's kind of the reason it is that I developed an enormous sense of empathy for other people. An empathy for other people's suffering. Because you got your story. Yeah, Shmoo, you can forgive without condoning the behavior. That's absolutely right. You're right. But the thing is that I don't want to see my dad ever again. What happens when he becomes sick? He's got nobody. I'm telling you, he's got nobody. So what do? I just fucking leave him to rot? That burden goes one place. It's basically, my answer is, fuck you. Take care of yourself. Or some of that burden falls on me. And I hate the fact that that burden would fall on me. But it kind of will. But it's kind of like my last act. It's kind of like the last thing. I do it because I do it out of duty. That's what I do for. You know? Life is fucking complicated, right? And my assumption, you know what it is also? My assumption is that us hanging out like this kind of thing and gingivitis, spending so much time at home and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that all of us have kind of like dug up this kind of stuff, you know? You evaluate your life. You evaluate all of the things. You put, you know, you move the puzzle pieces around. That's it. The fuck's going on with me today? Today is Monday is therapy day here at Vinyl Junkies. I had a bunch of personal shit to deal with. I talked about a bunch of personal shit this morning. I talked about a bunch of personal shit this evening. Galata understands. You see, that's where it is that I have an understanding. That generation, and you're Italian, so you get it. That generation didn't talk about trauma. They don't know how. My father's 1,000 times more fucked up than I'll ever be. I'm healthy. I'm relatively happy I'm happy. I am. I'm telling you. But it's just, you know, the generation before was even worse. Even worse. So, in my own little way, it's not because I have this big narcissistic need to talk about my life. It's that I have this thing inside me that during the entire time, even as an extremely young boy, when I suffered and suffered hard, I said, never again. This is not fucking happening on my watch. So what it is that I do is I try to take my experience and turn them into something positive. At the very least, if you could make people feel like they're not alone, it's positive. That's all. If I can make you understand that you're not alone. Your shit, we get it. I get it. I promise I get it. Your story doesn't have to be like mine. The fact is we all carry a cross. And if a show like this can offer you respite from that for a few hours a day, then that's why I do it. You keep the door open. You understand? Not all of us are fucking born brown and beautiful like Bangladesh with a full head of hair. Mr. fucking Bollywood star. Do you understand? We're not all like that. Some of us are ugly. What are you supposed to do with the ugly people of the world? We suffer. Hugs, hoping that healing comes my way. I am healed, dude. You don't have to worry about me, Shmoo. I mean, I guess it's a natural thing when people hear these heartbreaking stories and, they reach out and they say, I hope that you're in a better place. I hope you're good. And the answer is like, yeah, I'm real good. I'm real fucking good. I'm better than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm in the best place of my life. But I'm going to be real with you. You still fight with it. Sure, you fight with it. And this is me at the best place in my life. People have to fucking take this pie in the sky idea out of their fucking head and learn to deal with reality. Look hard at the mirror and understand that there's value in the work that you do. When you do the fucking work, just doing it means that you're one step ahead than you were yesterday. That's it. You don't worry about what you don't know. You worry about trying to fucking figure out what you do know. You just never stop. You work, you work, you work, you work. I believe in it, man. And yeah, music and friends is good medicine. I'm glad that you understand that, Beach Ball. I do. Because you're fairly new here, so, I can certainly understand anybody who said, oh, this guy, like a narcissist. All he does is he talks about himself. No, sir. What it is that I try to do is I try to live an open life so that other people may feel comfortable to do the same thing themselves. That's what I try to do. I mean, perhaps I fail at it, but that is the intent. You understand? I got no problems being all fucked up. I don't. You wouldn't be able to speak this frankly and honestly if you weren't okay with it. Well, yeah, of course. That's exactly it, dude. It takes strength to be able to say all of that. To be able to admit your own humiliations and your own shortcomings and your own mistakes, that's where the strength is. Covering that shit up gets you nowhere, my friend. You got some work to do if you're still at the point where you're making excuses or blaming others. Forget it, it happened. Now what do you do with it? Now you're stuck with it. What do you do with it? Whether you like it or not, you got this cross on you now. You got to carry it. Now what do you do? Are you going to fucking let the cross crush you and say, oh, well, look at this fucking cross. It was so good before this cross, and start blaming all the circumstances that made it so that you're carrying your cross? Or do you keep fucking moving and say, you know what? I got to move. This is my thing and I got to work it. I got to know how to do this. Which one is it? Work, motherfucker, work. That's what it is. Am I boring you, Nelson? You doing okay? Nelson doesn't need any of this. Nelson doesn't need therapy. Nelson's perfect exactly the way he is. So that's why I have to ask him, He's kind of like my true north. He's like my North Star, Nelson. Nelson, the North Star. I just want to make sure. How am I doing, sir? Am I okay? Am I boring you? I just want to know, am I boring you, Nelson? You don't mind, do you? You don't mind. Because Nelson, he's very, very tough, you understand? He's like a fucking old Portuguese bacala, that's why. So, I want to make sure that I'm not boring you. You're okay, Nelson? It's all right? It's because it's all right that I'm going to play you some Portuguese music. Is that okay, Nelson? Do you mind? We're going to do some Portuguese. Basically, it's going to be Brazilian music. But, I'm going to start with some Portuguese first. It's a record of garage rock from the 60s. Okay? Is it all right if I play that for you, Nelson? This is Portuguese music Nelson wishes he has in his collection, but he doesn't. I have it. And that's why I'm better than him. So, all of this, basically this entire conversation, what lesson have we learned? You're better than Nelson. That's it. Just all of you remember. If you think you have it hard, you could be Nelson. And that should make you happy every single day. Just think, my life sucks. On the other hand, I could be Nelson. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that? Nelson is like a watering board. I'm not even sure what that means, but he's like a watering board. It's like an ironing board, but you put water on it. Like that. All right. Let's listen to some music.
Ele soube sempre encaminhar seus filhos para a glória. Mas aguardando o dia do juízo, com segurança foi lhes ensinando a juntar muito dólar.
Ensinou-lhes como defender a família e a tradição, balançando a bandeira do bem, o pecado punir sem perdão. Mas nos seus pequenos erros, preferir a casa alheia, ressalvando a discreção. E tudo isto ensinou com poucas palavras e muitas ações.
Pois como um grande chefe de família, ele soube sempre encaminhar seus filhos para a glória. Glória, glória. aguardando o dia do juízo. O segurança foi lhes ensinando a juntar muito
Ensinou-lhes bem cedo que a honra todos devem cultivar. Entretanto, ao tomar decisões, ela nunca deve atrapalhar. Mostrou que as boas razões, a causa justa e que é nobre, convive com os milhões. E tudo isto ensinou com poucas palavras e muitas ações.
Pois como um grande chefe de família, ele soube sempre encaminhar seus filhos para a glória. Mas aguardando o dia do juízo, o segurança foi lhes ensinando a juntar muito
Teus cabelos nos ombros caídos, negros como as noites que não têm luar. Teus lábios de rosa para mim sorrindo, e a doce meiguice desse teu olhar. Índia da pele morena, tua boca pequena, eu quero beijar. Índia, sangue tupi, tens o cheiro da flor. Vem que eu quero te dar todo meu grande amor. Quando eu for embora para bem distante e chegar a hora de dizer-te adeus, fica nos meus braços só mais um instante. Deixa os meus lábios se unirem aos teus. Índia, levarei saudade da felicidade que você me deu. Índia, tua imagem sempre comigo vai. Dentro do meu coração, todo meu Paraguai. Índia, teus como as noites que não têm luar. Teus lábios de rosa para mim sorrindo, e a doce meiguice desse teu olhar. Índia da pele morena, tua boca pequena eu quero beijar. E chegar a hora de dizer-te adeus, fica nos meus braços só mais um instante. Deixa os meus lábios se unirem aos teus. Índia, levarei saudade da felicidade que você me deu.
Gal Costa, man. Does she have a voice or what? She's a beast. Seriously, that's the best new music release that I've heard all day. That's why it is that I'm never going to be popular with the kids. Because the big news for me is that Gal Costa reissues. You have to understand, vinyl people, we don't get excited about the same things that other people get excited about. It's a different thing. Vinyl releases are not necessarily the release schedule of what's popular, necessarily. But yeah, hi, Mother's Milk, you're here, awesome. Yeah, dude, that news that you gave me about the Gal Costa and the other Mr. Bongo, that's the best news that I heard today. I'm waiting on it. I got to know what the releases are now and got to make sure that I have them. Somebody gifted you a subscription, eh? Mullion. That's the way it happens here. People are good with each other. And Mullion just paid it back. He just gifted it forward. You do know how this works, don't you? Awesome, dude. That's the way it's done. Polyester Jones gifted it to you. Thank you, Polyester Jones. We all know you're DDT, but I guess what? Now we call you Polyester Jones. I mean, Polyester Jones is a really good name. You have to admit it. It really is. All right, what are we going to do next? Updates to YouTube's term of service. We're providing more transparency. Sure you are. Inclusion of the community guidelines strikes. Your use of YouTube has always been subject to... that's what I'm worried about. Are they going to start doing things to make it even harder for us to fucking broadcast on YouTube? I hope not. But if it is, I guess we got to deal with it just like everything else, right? All right. I'm starting to put your requests aside here. Don't worry about it, Beach Ball. I got your requests. I'll play it. We're going to go to Iran. Then we're going to go to India. And then we're going to go to Yemen. I'm going to play you music from all over the globe. All over the globe. And from there, we'll see where we head off. Bunch of different directions it could be, right? I hope you're well, DDT. I respect the fact that you're a somewhat quiet guy who kind of sits in the background and just every once in a while comes up with some stupid remark. You're good that way. I just want you to know that just because you're not the chattiest guy in the world, like let's say Mud, we still know who you are, you know? We still love you. You know what I'm saying? We do. The quiet ones count. The wallflowers. I like the wallflowers. I'm running out of requests. What do I play? I got only one set. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I still haven't found my routine. I still haven't found my groove. Let me smoke some weed and think about it a little longer. Yeah, that's always a good idea. All right, folks. Here's some, I don't know if you'd call it garage rock. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but music from Iran. Yes, I got your Andre Previn. I'm going to play it. The short one. I got you. Just finding the right place. fucking power on my turntable. I forgot to turn it on. Well, it goes off by itself sometimes. So much for a perfect mix. The fuck just happened? Wait. Oh, there we go. those are, singles or sets. Send them in, let's mix that shit up.
อยากจะควงเธอก็ควงพอตัก
Yes,
ตว
I'll
ง
play
จนไม่เหลือ
John
ก็
Brennan, I'll
ทิ้
play
ง
whatever you want. Let's just get her done.
ชักนัก
Here's
ชัก
your
นัก
link.
ชักนักชักผู้ชายใจชั่วใจเมามัวกลมกลอกกริ้งชักนักชักนัก
This is music to help Cockblood get his points.
เอา
Exercise
ปืน
Cockblood.
ยิงยังไม่หายชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนจีบกันแล้วก็เลวไหลคนอะไรน่าเกลียดจริงเบื่อก็ทิ้งทิ้งทิ้งทิ้งให้ผู้หญิงต้องปวดซวงนี่แหละคือผู้ชายเรื่องลวดลายชั่วร้ายแล้วหายห่วงอยากจะควงเธอก็ควงพอตักตวงจนไม่เหลือก็ทิ้งชักนักชักนักชักนักชักผู้ชายใจชั่วใจเมามัวกลมกลอกกริ้งชักนักชักนักชักนักชักผู้ชายแขนยิงเอาปืนยิงยังไม่หายชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนชักนักชักนักชักนักชักผู้ชายแขนยิงเอาปืนยิงยังไม่หายชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนชักนักชักนักชักนักชักผู้ชายแขนยิงเอาปืนยิงยังไม่หายชักนักชักนักชักนักชักพอจอมลวดลายเธอควรตายด้วยลูกปืนชักนักชักนักชักนักชักผู้ชายแขนยิงเอาปืนยิงยังไม่หาย
هلا دمع عيني يكون باب سما مفتوح هلا دمع عيني يكون باب سما مفتوح هلا سيري من الهوى وانا صغير مظلوم يا ربي ارحمه
Duval, what's up, Duval?
المجروح
What's going on, Jeff? You ready to do the funky Alfonso? Yo, man, put up another 10 and I'll keep this shit going all night.
حذرتني بالعيون السود كالغربان حذرتني بالعيون السود كالغربان سنبرت نفسك عادي من نطق باللسان سنبرت نفسك عادي من نطق باللسان من هين أجيلك ومن أين ألتوي بعدك من هين أجيلك ومن أين ألتوي بعدك من فن طريق المهم لا داخلي قلبك من فن طريق المهم لا داخلي قلبك
Give me some gugush! Yes! Yes, fucking yes. Bangladesh doesn't request often. When he does, it's a burner. Listen to me. Very excited right now. Because I've wanted to do something interesting. I like the game we play. I personally really enjoy the game we play because you guys, the fucking chat lights up. Your knowledge, you start sharing it. It's amazing for me. And you have to understand that I don't do this just because I'm the fucking master of ceremonies or something, or I'm one of you. I'm a nerd just like you. So for me to see the fucking room light up and you guys talk about music, that's my dream. I mean, you know? So I'm enjoying watching this international set come together. This is the deal. You're going to get 4 songs for sure. And we're going to count points. Okay? However, the set can go really up to 8. I would say 6. Who can throw up another 10? If we get another 4 10s, I'm gonna stretch the set out to 8. Another 2 at least should be good though. So if 2 people can put up a 10 each, or somebody puts up a 20, I'm gonna stretch the international set to 6, and we can play the game. Will you guys not get the stuff necessarily? No, that's not true. Especially those of you who have been around since earlier in the sets. Some of you are going to get some points here that you didn't think you would. And to me, that excites me. I like that. Just to show you, hey, you see, you thought you knew nothing, but you do know something. You catch on, you remember, you know? So that's what I'd like to do. If you're up for it. Obviously, if you just want the songs and you're not interested in doing this international score thing, then we don't do it, right? But every 10 gets an extra song to this set. Very fucking excite. Very excite. Gugush is in there. That's what it is that helped make it a set. This is very good. Do we have any new patrons to say hello to? In some situations, would it make sense to reverse the point system and benefit those that know the least? No, of course not. Loving this, cheers. Okay, well, Inkjet, I'm putting your 10 towards another international. Listen, the sets are going to change all the time. I'm the fucking games master, right? I'm the fucking dungeon master. So sometimes I'll throw in something that makes everything easier. Sometimes I'll make it hard. You know what, you got to play along. You got to play along. And whatever the score is, who cares? If I play 8 songs and you know only 1, that means you just discovered 7 songs. If you hit a set that you're 4 for 8, aren't you going to find that satisfying? You know half the songs, but the other half is new shit for you to discover. It's amazing. So I always have the wild card. So right now we're not at wild card. 6 songs is the set. We're 110 away from getting a full set of 6. And after that, we can stretch it out to another 2 wild cards. And I'm going to play an international set for you. And some of you are going to, oh shit, I do know this. That's good. And other times you're going to hear it and it's like, what? It's the first time I hear this. You understand? So to me, that's cool. I got some water here. I got my weed. I'm going to have an edible too. Definitely feeling it. We also, by the way, after that, we have an alternative set. Okay? So if you guys don't want to, if you don't want to put your 10 towards, let's say, the international set that we're about to do, you can put it towards an alternative set. Anything you want. Anything you want. Eric Darns, you got it. I'm going to put that somewhere. You understand? We ready? 2 shots, 2 bongs. All right. Let's see if you guys know any of these songs. Who's the odds-on favorite here? Anybody who's been around the show a long time. The longer you've been in the show, the more likely it is that you're going to hear some of the songs that I play. That's the answer. Let's start here.
voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. Quero me ajudar e quero te ajudar. Desse jeito não vai dar, não vai, não vai. Não tem jeito de ficar satisfeito numa legal se você não me ajudar agora. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. Quero ser legal, não quero ser mal. E seria bem melhor, melhor se você ficasse a miúdo. Sensacional, maneirinha, piso largo. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. Sei que bem mereço, embora o seu preço seja duro pra pagar. Vou vivendo devagar, muito embora. O que lamento é não ver você aqui e agora.
Good picks, Pizza Boy. Good fucking picks.
A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar. Estou a fim de voltar. Yeah. A fim de voltar. A fim de voltar.
the melody before. It's because it's taken from the soundtrack to Hang 'Em High, the spaghetti western soundtrack by Hang 'Em High, done featuring Clint Eastwood. Is that one done by Morricone? That one, I think that one's done by Morricone. I don't remember, but I have it. So they took that and they kind of made like a reggae-fied, disco-fied version of it, and I have most certainly played that song before. So we are 3 in. Nobody got 3 for 3. Gotta say, hard set. Might not be getting much easier. Okay? Pizza Boy put in a set. And it's entirely possible that you guys will get none. On the other hand, I know that Violet will get 1. Nelson will get 1, maybe 2. Pizza Boy's going to get all 3. And one way or another, Pizza Boy's set is going to deliver fire. It's going to keep this international flavor beautifully. So much so that one of the songs, the first song on his set, came from a record that I already had queued up. I was already going to play the record for you. I just picked a different song. So, he's delivering fire on this one. You're going to like. We got some good sets, dude. Oof, we got some sets in here. I'm going to have to see how we split it up. Like I said, who was it? Darns was saying, hey, if I request John Brennan, dude, request whatever the fuck you want. I put it together, man. I put it together in sets. We have some fun. We listen to some music. And it's like I said, even when you don't know the stuff, that's almost the interesting part. It's like, God damn, I don't know it, but I like it. Now, if you didn't like any of it, then it's a different story. You wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Who's having dinner? Gertz, go have your dinner, man. We're still an international here. We're going to be an international for a while. We're going to be here for the next... Porco Dio. For the next 3 songs, we're going to be an international. So the set's going to go to at least 7. Do I have that right? I do have that right. The set's going to at least 7. If you want to add a wild card to it to make it a set of 8, you can do that. But the sets are going to 7. International set. After that, we got stuff that'll be more familiar to many of you. And I'm going to mix it up in such a way that I mix the obscure stuff with the known stuff, you know? I'm still learning how to suss out this entire thing, make it interesting. But I will. I will. Yeah, man, go have your supper. Do you like what we do here? New people, if you dig it, we have this thing every single night. We are every night, we are. Today is 620 straight. Instead of just listening, be a part of it. Become a patron. Join us. Be a part of the conversation. Give us a chance to get to know you at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. You could become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Or get rid of it for the entire year and pay it off in 1 year. It is cheap enough to do that. So let's continue with our international set. The next one is for Bangladesh. God fucking bless his brown soul. God bless him. Because this is exactly the kind of shit that I love seeing people request. Like I said, the next 4 songs that you're getting are absolute fire. Doesn't matter if you know them or not. I fucking stamp that A-OK. I love it. I love that I belong to a community that requests shit like what we're about to hear. It's awesome. So, let's start with some gugush. Then we're going to play some lung tuck. Then we're going to play some Bombino. Then we're going to play some Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. You understand what I'm saying to you? Those of you that know those names know that we're about to throw down. And those who don't, get excited. Because this next set's fire. Let's start with Gugush. Where's she from? Is she from Iran? Bangladesh? I tend to get them all mixed up. Armenia? No, I don't think that she's... No, well, listen, dude, just because I give you the name, it doesn't mean that you know the song. You listen to it. I mean, if somebody wanted to lie and say, yeah, you know, I know it. What do you want us to do? You lie. That's it. It's like, why the fuck would anyone do that? So it's not really spoilers. I'm okay with you knowing it. The idea is that you guys do know it. Okay, so Gugush is from Iran. We've already heard some Iranian music earlier today. Only on this show will you get two different songs from two different Iranian artists on our show. So wait a second, he's got more than 2 Iranian records? It's like, yeah, I do. I do. And for those of you who don't know the international stuff, even if you know 1 or 2 of them, it's also already amazing, you know? But more than anything, I think what it'll do is it'll open up your mind to, hey, there's a lot of great sounds here. And if you see the names scrolling at the bottom, you might want to add to it. You know what I mean? That you might want to explore that avenue. That's the idea. That's what sharing music is. That's why this community is amazing. Galata just added some Onyebor. So now we got 8 songs to the international set. You see how it happens? And you already know that there's an alternative set and a more known set coming up right after that. So you're not out of it. Why? Is it because there has to be a winner or a loser? No. It's because it allows us to have a conversation. And frankly, it makes me proud. It makes me proud to know that you're in a room full of people. Like when it comes to music knowledge and music nerdery, you're in a room full of killers. This fucking room knows music. I've said it. But now you're not hearing me. Now you're seeing it for yourself. Now you're seeing why these are my people. Now you're seeing why I chose all of you as my friends. Now you're seeing why this community is what it is. You know? There's no competition. You want to be a winner. Not a winner. You just want to share your knowledge. You just want to fucking nerd out. So this is just a format. It's just a platform to nerd out. And what we nerd out at is all different because different people listen to different things. So don't worry about it if you don't know it. The next set you might know plenty. It doesn't matter, does it? Do you like it? Gary, did you learn anything in your 1.5 that you've been here? This fucker is older than the furniture here practically. Right? You remember what FM Gary was like before he came to this show? This fucking guy. Every request was an Eagles song. It's like, Gary, seriously, we gotta fucking fix your radio. Your radio sucks. Old man. He was useless. We made him better. We made Gary better. Now this fucker, if he goes to the old folks home and he starts talking about his music knowledge, they won't know what he's talking about. He's going to walk into the old folks home, people getting out of hip replacement surgery, start talking about William Onyebor. They're going to be scared. Why is Gary talking about jihad? Are we going to be bombed? Gary knows shit now. Gary knows things. And I'm proud to say that if it wasn't for this show, he wouldn't know it. I'm proud to say that I'm sure that a lot of the records he bought and a lot of you guys bought, it's because you heard him here. Awesome. Awesome. And now you're going to see what Bangladesh brings us with this Gugush song. And the next 3 after that, you're going to see what fucking Pizza Boy brings to the table. And you're going to say, what? These are different people in the group asking for these different songs and I haven't heard any of them. That's correct. That's when you realize that you're in a fucking room full of killers, a room full of people, tastemakers, people who know music, who really know it, who really feel passionate about it. It's awesome. And everybody's got their time. This is not Chubb's time. International is not Chubb's. International, let's start talking metal. And then we're going to see different things come out. There's a place for all of you. And it's all welcome. It's awesome. Am I right, Nelson? Am I right? How would you rate your satisfaction, your level of satisfaction? How would you rate it, Nelson? Are you okay with the programming? Are you okay with the level of service that you receive here? I want to know. I want to know. You understand? Pizza Boy might not be wrong. He's like Diet Nelson. He's like Nelson without the age. That's basically the difference between me, Pizza Boy, and Nelson, age. Honestly, that's what it is. Nelson, when he reaches my age, he's going to be like me. And when Pizza Boy reaches fucking Nelson's age, he's going to be like him. We're lifers. We love this shit. It's more than just a hobby. It's not just an addiction. We dig in all the time. The records are playing all the time. We're always talking about it. Every day. It never gets old. You know? And obviously all of you are Diet me. I'm the fucking king over here. I'm the Burger King in this house. You enjoying that gazpacho soup? You're enjoying it, Delnicki, this fucking Mosley. He's drinking some cream of some young guy's soup. He literally looks like he's drinking fucking hot sheep's jizz. You don't fucking see eating fucking cream of jizz soup on the air in front and Zoom in front of others. You don't realize that might just be offensive? Did you ever think of that? This guy, it's like he just took a fucking goat's hot load. Did you ever think of this? He just got bukakied by a fucking gang of goats. And it would be the same thing. You see Mother's Milk, because he shuts his mouth, this guy. If Mother's Milk was involved in the conversation, you'd get another fucking big mouth over there, and he'd fucking tell you a ton of stuff too. He's another killer. He's a killer who stays quiet. I keep telling him, fucking talk. I try to get Blumpkin on my show all the fucking time. We got to do things together. Because me and that guy are going to be amazing together no matter what we do. Even when we're mad at each other. You understand? You guys are the show. You guys are the fucking show. I mean that. You see it. This fucking guy drinking a bowl of microwave goat sperm. I mean, Mosley, family programming over here. I mean, I'm the one who creates theater of the mind and everything like that, but you're the guy he's fucking going straight out of the bowl. Give it all to me. You know, like the really disgusting pornos? The really fucking disgusting pornos? They make you fucking come in a cognac glass first, that kind of thing. Fucking gross. That's fucking Mosley right now eating his fucking goat sperm soup. He eats it like cold. There's ice cubes in it. It makes him feel like somehow it's more acceptable. It's chic. Oh yeah, Sam, it's like an animal gazpacho. No, it's not an animal gazpacho. You're disgusting. You're disgusting. That's what it is. Bukkake is an art. Fuck off. That's gross. All right. We're ready to do this? Let's do this, all right? Song number 4 of the set. We're going to hear 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to have another one. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see how you score. Nelson, don't be a bitch. Score. I want people, I'm proud of you, you fucking cunt. I'm proud of you. I'm trying to show you off and let people know. You see what it is that I don't understand about you, Nelson? I try to fucking tell everybody you love the conversation. I'm asking you to be a part of the conversation because you would make the conversation better immediately. Instead, no, he doesn't want. I mean, why? Be a part of the conversation. Oh, it's because I don't want the attention. It's not a matter of attention. It's bigger than you. It's not about you, you fucking narcissist. It's about the knowledge. It's about the music, you narcissist. Go fucking get a bowl of soup at Mosley's house. Go. All right. Let's go to Iran. Some gugush.
من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام در پهلوی ما نشسته همسایه شبی که دست به ما سایه کنی شاید که نصیب من بیچاره شوی من آمده ام وای من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام عشق فریاد کند من آمده ام که ناز بنیاد کند من آمده ام
Song number 5, here it is. In this case, you gotta know this version. I've played it before.
ขึ้นลงลงลงลงขึ้นขึ้นไม่ยังไม่ยืนขึ้นขึ้นลงลงบางคืนแต่เย็นไปลงขอนแจงขอบฟ้าไม่แดงก็ไม่ยอมลงถึงใครจะห้ามมันก็ไม่ฟังมันขึ้นไม่ยั้งถึงใครไล่ส่งรู้หรือเปล่าว่าอะไรกันรู้หรือเปล่าว่าอะไรกันนั่นคือพระจันทร์น้ำมันขึ้นมันลงขึ้นขึ้นลงลงลงลงขึ้นขึ้นไม่ยังไม่ยืนขึ้นขึ้นลงลงบางคืนตอนเช้าหลังเจ้าไก่โหพุบพลุบโผล่โผล่ขึ้นโลไม่ลงพอตกตอนเย็นอ่อนเรียวอ่อนแรงสีเปลี่ยนเป็นแดงดูเหมือนกระดงรู้หรือเปล่าอย่าเดาเดี๋ยวผิดรู้หรือเปล่าอย่าเดาเดี๋ยวผิดคือพระอาทิตย์เช้าขึ้นเย็นลงขึ้นขึ้นลงลงลงลงขึ้นขึ้นไม่ยังไม่ยืนขึ้นขึ้นลงลงอย่างที่สามเลวสามรายกาดมันขึ้นพวดพลาดขึ้นแล้วไม่ลงทำไมจึงขึ้นขึ้นจริงไม่รู้ได้แต่ยืนดูเห็นขึ้นจงจงรู้หรือเปล่าว่าคืออะไรรู้หรือเปล่าว่าคืออะไรก็สินค้าเมืองไทยละขึ้นไม่ยอมลงขึ้นขึ้นลงลงลงลงขึ้นขึ้นไม่ยังไม่ยืนขึ้นขึ้นลงลงไอ้อย่างที่สามเลวสามรายกาดมันขึ้นพรวดพลาดขึ้นแล้วไม่ลงทำไมจึงขึ้นขึ้นจริงไม่รู้ได้แต่ยืนดูเห็นขึ้นจงจงรู้หรือเปล่าว่าคืออะไรรู้หรือเปล่าว่าคืออะไรก็สินค้าเมืองไทยละขึ้นไม่ยอมลง
All right. Song number 6 coming up. Bombino. so 3 out of 6. Pizza Boy at 4 of 6. 3 of 6, Chubbs. I have played this during the show before. Hey, YouTube, we gotta say goodbye to you, YouTube. Sorry. Come catch us on Twitch if you want to catch the rest of the show.